Did you know that there is one powerful question that you can ask when entering a feedback conversation and you're receiving the feedback that can help you to enter that with curiosity, clarity, and confidence? Today, we're going to talk about what that one question is. It is powerful and how you can use it. All right, now, if you haven't caught the other videos leading up to this one, you're going to want to pause. Go back to video 1. Find out about feedback, why there's only positive feedback, why we can receive it with clarity, curiosity, and confidence. Find out about the feedback arch behind me. Find out about what the 3 triggers are, the TRI, the triggers that get us going, defensive, dismissive of feedback, sometimes discounting the feedback, right? And then find out from our last one about ACE. How can you ace receiving feedback and not make it puzzling, but understand, okay, there are 3 types of feedback that fall into the ACE categories. What are they? And how can understanding that help me, again, with the clarity and moving into a more confident discussion here? All right, what we're going to do is we're going to get into the curiosity side of things and understand how introducing curiosity with one question, which will provide some soft coaching for the person that's giving us the feedback, will also give us space to create a little more clarity and confidence for ourselves. So I want to read to you a quote that's attributed to Viktor Frankl. And the principle, I want you to think about the principle here that happens. And think about it in this context. Someone comes up to you and says, hey, Russ, can I give you some feedback? Or they say, I got some feedback for you, Russ. Okay, now at that moment, whether they asked it or they just say it, the feedback's about to come, or they're inviting me into this conversation, and I want to be ready to go for that. So how do I create some space? I'm going to teach you that. Here's what Viktor Frankl said. He said, between stimulus and response lies a space. In that space lies our freedom and power to choose a response. In our response lies our growth and happiness. That is so powerful. Between stimulus and response, between, hey, I've got some feedback for you, or hey, can I give you some feedback? And my response to that, there's a space. And in that space lies freedom and power to choose a response. I'm going to give you a response that you can give, which then will create even more space for you to create your next response as you enter into this. Because he finishes here, in our response lies our growth and happiness. So I want you to grow and be happy in this conversation. So here's what you do. Typically, here's what happens. Hey, Russ, can I give you some feedback? Sure, what's up? Or Russ, I got some feedback for you. Okay, what's up? And we go into it blindly, right? We don't know what kind of feedback that we're about to receive. So here's a question that you can give if that person hasn't been coached well to know, like, when giving feedback, they should tell us what kind is coming. So we know what kind of a conversation we're going to get in. We can say this, sure. Is this something I'm doing well or something I need to improve? Now, as soon as we say that, see what we've done, we took that space and we had a response, not a reaction, right? So now we don't have to get emotionally charged. We don't even know what it's about. We're just going to get the information. So I say, sure, is this something I need to improve or something I'm doing well? And it doesn't matter the order. It doesn't even matter the wording. We're just trying to figure out, am I doing something good or am I doing something that needs to improve here? And when you ask that question, again, that'll be soft coaching for the person, and they can say, oh, I just wanted to thank you for what you're doing. Or, oh, yeah, I wanted to tell you like how you did on this report or something like that. So it could move from, well, I guess I'll give it away here. The A, it could be appreciation. It could be coaching, or it could be evaluation that you're about to get. You don't know. Again, it's like a puzzle. Which puzzle piece am I working with here? Where they're going to tell you, well, it's either a corner side, right? Or it's a middle one, right? Because they're going to say either you're doing something well, we're going to continue to build on this, or here's the piece that you need to improve. And so that one simple question can make all the difference. Again, it gives you an immediate response, so you don't have to react with emotion, and it can create more space because now they're going to think they're going to respond. And when they do respond, boom, the next part of this, in our response lies our growth and happiness. So I'm going to give you in our next video 3 skills that you can use as responses to what happens next for your growth and happiness. But again, I want to give you this question right here. Maybe I'll stand off to the side over here. When someone comes to you, they're having that feedback conversation before we allow ourselves to get triggered at all. And they're like, hey, I've got some feedback for you. Or can I give you some feedback? Sure. Is this something I'm doing well or something I need to improve? Let's just have the response, create the space, allow them to tell us what are we receiving? And they're probably not going to say appreciation, coaching, or evaluation. They'll probably just say something you're doing well or something you need to improve. If it's something we're doing well, it's A or part of E, right? It's like appreciation or some evaluation on the positive side of where we're doing things well. If it's something that needs to be improved, it's going to be coaching. Again, maybe it's a 1 degree dial move or moving the whole mountain type coaching. We don't know. Or evaluation, something where they're going to tell us, grade us, rate us on what we did or performance. And we need to understand that. So by using that one simple question, we know which way this conversation's going. And then we can figure out, okay, with the TRI, is this going to probably trigger my truth senses? Like, am I going to be questioning the truth of this? Do I question the relationship that we're in? And should they be offering me this feedback? Or is it my identity that I just need to brace myself and be like, okay, just listen to the information. We can use our skill sets that we're going to use in our next video to help us out with this. So before you go, quick reminder, I've got resources to help you out. John C. Maxwell certified coach, trainer, and speaker. I can bring in the resources of 5 powerful principles, practices to help you, along with videos of John Maxwell himself teaching these principles and practices to use with you individually, your team, or your organization. So fulfill that responsibility to yourself to be the best leader, to your team to give them the best and the resources that they need, and your organization to really focus on its greatest asset, its people, and to serve people. All right, my friends, until next time, here's what I want you to do. I want you to go through and see how has what you learned in receiving feedback, how's that bringing more clarity to you, curiosity now with this type of question, and confidence. And on the next one, I'm going to give you 3 skills to help you move again through that with more confidence on this one. All right, my friends, bye-bye.